Hi, Simon Chappell here. I'm the Quit Alcohol Coach, and as always, I'm here to help you smash your sobriety. If you enjoy the videos on my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'd love you to be part of my YouTube community, and it'll mean that you don't miss out on any of the videos. There's new videos every Tuesday and every Thursday to help you successfully quit drinking on your own. Today, I wanted to talk about how to give up alcohol successfully. And the reason I call it how to give up alcohol is because lots of people search for how do I give up alcohol? And the simple fact is you need to change your language, because when you quit, you don't give up anything. In fact, you gain so much. So if you found yourself searching for how do I give up drinking? How do I give up alcohol? Stop. Start to look at the language that you're using. Why are you searching for how to give up alcohol? What about how to gain freedom from alcohol? That's the way that you need to start thinking if you're going to successfully move to a sober life. And I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you learn how to successfully become alcohol free. The first one is all about your mindset. And there's a separate video on my channel that will help you learn how to change your mindset. But you've got to completely change your mindset. You're not giving up anything. You're gaining everything in this journey. And learning how to change your mindset, to get excited about what you're doing, to become really positive about moving into an alcohol-free life is absolutely critical. So take a moment to watch the video about changing your mindset, which you'll find right here on my YouTube channel. And start to catch yourself when there's negative self-talk going on. If you're saying to yourself, oh, I can never give up drinking, I can never stop, or I really need to drink some wine right now to ease my stress or to relax, just take a moment and think about what you really need right now, because often it isn't alcohol, it's something else. Maybe you need a hug, maybe you need to talk to a friend. Replace the word on the end. So instead of I really need wine right now, it might be I really need a hug right now. Start to become really aware of the way that you're talking to yourself and notice what's happening internally. When you start to pay attention, you will really become so much more powerful, because you'll start to pick yourself up on the habits that are causing you to turn to drink, and you'll start to work on changing them. But awareness is absolutely the key, alongside shifting your mindset to get really excited and enthusiastic about the change that you're going to make for yourself. My second tip is to journal everything. I see many people move towards sobriety and they don't bother keeping a journal. Inevitably, they start to have setbacks. They don't have the data to look at. They can't reflect on how far they've come, and they find it difficult. Then when they finally arm themselves with a journal and they start to log everything that's going on in their life, get their emotions and their feelings down in writing, everything changes. That journal can be the key to changing your mindset. It can be the key to analyzing negative self-talk. I would absolutely get a journal as early as possible in the journey. Get everything down in writing, become really curious about what's going on for you. Look back at your journal fairly regularly, see how far that you've come, understand how your journal can help you get through challenging times and overcome obstacles that seem really difficult. Your journal should be your best friend in sobriety. Some of the people I know who've successfully quit keep their journal in their handbag. They take it with them everywhere they go. Now, I don't personally have a handbag, but I often make notes on my smartphone, which I will later put into my journal. Make sure you're gathering the data. You are on your own data gathering exercise when you're out and about, when you're interacting with people, and internally when anything is going on. You need to be getting that data down, because that data is going to serve you as you go forward. You will learn so much from the information that you collect on this journey. Treat it rather like an experiment on yourself, almost like you've been given an assignment and you've got to go out and experience what everything's like without alcohol. What comes up for you? What can you gather? What can you learn? And how can you change and adapt to make things easier for yourself? And that takes me to point number 3, which is that you need to have a plan. And writing down your plan in your journal is absolutely essential. If you're part of my online quit drinking program, which you can join at joinbesober.com, you'll know that I talk about making a freedom plan, a plan to break free from alcohol forever. If you haven't got a plan, it can feel a bit like you're floundering around in the dark and you just don't know which direction to turn in. When you've got a plan, you can start to work towards it. It gets you from point A to point B. Start with the end in mind. What is it that you want to achieve? And then work backwards in order to work out how to get there. And to work out how to get there, you need to expand your knowledge. You need to learn the strategies and the tactics that work. Again, my Quit Drinking program shares all of this information. You can join free for 14 days if you want to try it. The website address is right above my head. You're welcome to try it for 14 days, totally free of charge. But when you've got that plan in place, you feel more confident in what you're doing. Have you ever found when you're worrying about something and you feel all over the place with anxiety and you're concerned that you don't know what to do for the best, how, when you make a plan, you feel more relaxed? You feel like, yeah, I know what I'm doing now. I'm heading in the right direction. A plan always makes us feel better. It gives us more confidence in what we're doing. So don't head into sobriety without making a plan, and expand your knowledge. Podcasts, websites, blog posts, YouTube videos like this one, and of course books. They're all going to help you learn the best way to make the most effective plan that's going to be tailored to your own individual needs. There's no one size fits all for everybody. Sure, there are some common things that work well for most people, but you need to go and find the tactics, the tools, and all of the things that are going to work best for you on your own personal journey to quitting drinking. My fourth tip is to make sure you become accountable and find support. And this should very much be part of your plan. When you make yourself accountable to other people, it puts a kind of positive pressure on you not to let yourself down and not to let them down. You can find mentors, accountability partners, friends who will support you and allow you to become accountable to them. Take the time when you're making your plan to ensure that you factor in becoming accountable and having people that you can turn to for support. Now, that could be people in sober Facebook groups like my own group, or it could be people in the real world who you can connect with and turn to whenever the need arises. But don't go into this alone. Make sure you've got accountability and make sure you've got support. Again, as you're learning, expanding your knowledge, creating your plan, you'll learn exactly how to find the best support and the best accountability, tools, tactics, and people. It really is such an important part of this journey, so don't miss that one out. And my fifth tip is to make sure that you celebrate your victories and learn from your setbacks. We can easily forget to celebrate our victories. And I don't just mean celebrating when we get to 7 days sober, a month sober. Even the smallest of milestones is a victory. For example, I remember the first time that I went to the supermarket and didn't buy wine. That was something to celebrate. The first time I went out socially without drinking. The first time that I went to a sports event and didn't get totally drunk. There's milestones at every step of the way. So make sure you're logging those in your journal and you're celebrating your victories. And give yourself something to look forward to. You're going to save a fortune when you quit drinking. So it's worth having some treats to look forward to along the way. And learn from your setbacks. Don't beat yourself up if you have a setback. Actually celebrate the fact that you've had a setback, because it gives you an opportunity to grow stronger. You can learn so much when you journal all about what happened when you had a setback, and you can make changes to ensure that it never happens again. So see a setback as a learning opportunity. There's very few people who move into an alcohol-free life without having some kind of setback. Be gentle with yourself. How would you talk to a friend if they called you up and said, I'm quitting drinking, I've been alcohol free for the last 10 days and yesterday I drank? You wouldn't give them a hard time. You would congratulate them on the 10 days and you'd work with them to pick them back up, dust themselves down and move forward after their setback. So make sure you do the same to yourself. Start to be your own best friend. But the first place to start in all of this, if you're looking to learn how to quit drinking, is to start by working on your mindset. Start to put a plan together. Get yourself a journal. Start learning. Start educating yourself. My YouTube channel is a great place to start. There's stacks of videos on there. As I say, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the new videos. There's new videos every Tuesday and every Thursday. Just hit the red button on the screen right now, and that will mean that you get notified whenever a new one is released. So I don't want you to miss out on those. And of course, you can join my quit drinking program at joinbesober.com. So hopefully those tips will help you in the right direction. But make sure you stop thinking that you're giving up something, that you're being deprived, that you're losing something. There's no giving up. All that's happened to me since I quit drinking is that I've gained so much. My anxiety's gone. My happiness has returned. I feel calmer than ever. And I'm in such a good place without alcohol in my life. It was tearing my life apart. And now I feel happy, calm, relaxed, at peace for the first time in such a long time. You don't lose anything when you quit drinking. You gain absolutely everything. Try and remember that, and try and start to change your mindset so you become really positive and excited about everything that's going to be gifted to you on this wonderful, powerful, and incredible journey.